Okay, so I have written a song. I have already laid down some vocal tracks, or a vocal track rather, but I wanted just to kind of show you a little bit about what I did to create this vocal track. I don't have a microphone set up or any kind of professional studio setting or even an amateurish professional studio setting. I basically have my so-called television room. All right, but nonetheless, I recorded some audio tracks. Okay, and I want to just kind of show you the process of which I was able to do so and what I'm using. Okay, so all I have as far as a microphone goes is I have a Beats headset. Okay, I've plugged it into my headphone jack. Of course, you may or may not be familiar with Beat headset. It's just like having an Apple earbud that's wired, plugged into your Apple iPhone, and it has a speaker. And of course, you make phone calls and you carry on a conversation. So the Beats has that same mechanism in their wire. So I basically am able to talk and even record. In this particular case, I'm using it to record, obviously. So I just wanted to let you know what I'm using. Nothing special. You can use the earbuds, the Apple earbuds that plug in, and you can use those for recording as well. And if you know anything about computers and recording and sound, you're fully aware of that. I could use my interface here. Um, I could get away with doing that, but I don't have any monitoring set up, so I cannot monitor, or I haven't been found that I was able to monitor without getting some echo or feedback or whatever. So I could run it from my out, plug my wire into that, and then run it all the way over there to my crate if I wanted to use it. But this is something just quick and easy that I've gotten a song and I just need to lay down the lyrics, how the melody went, etc. So I'm using kind of this shortcut. All right, so let's look at this track. All right, so if you'll notice, I have an audio one, two, three, a telephone vocal, and a natural vocal. Okay, and of course, I've recorded my vocal track here, and this is my instrument track. Okay, so for me to use the Beats headset, I had to go to my settings. Okay, and let me take this and delete it real quick so that I can show you what I did to set it up. Okay, so first of all, you have to go to Logic Pro X. You have to go to Preferences. You have to go to Audio. And in here, I had to select built-in input. Now, initially, whenever I created my instrument track, I used my interface, which was here. Okay, so that setting. It looked like this, and I had the built-in output, which means that I was playing my guitar through the Steinberg, and I was listening to the guitar playing through my headset. Okay, and that's why I selected built-in output. Now, if, for instance, I was using the headset in the Bluetooth mode, obviously I would go up here, I would connect it, right? So once I connect it, Logic would actually change the audio interface. And this would be replaced with Beats wireless headphone or something like that. Something to that um, showing. So anyway, the problem with the Bluetooth was I've encountered that I get a lot of echo, and so it just mainly is for listening to the music. So I can't do any recording, do any input, obviously, because the wire is not connected to the headset, so I can't use it for recording microphone in Bluetooth mode. And there's a lot of techie guys that know that. Again, I'm not a professional, and I'm just really learning Logic Pro myself. Okay, so anyway, all right, so let me just double check, make sure my audio, okay, built-in input, built-in output. All right, that's all good. All right, so now once I set that up, I was able to create this track, and as you can tell, I'm speaking into it at this moment. So you can see that it's very sensitive. Okay. The only downside to doing it like this is the fact that I can pick up a bunch of noise, and notice the green bar when I go quiet. See, there's still some noise and I was saying nothing. Okay. So disadvantage there. Advantage is it's quick, it's easy. I can get my track laid down. Okay. All right. So now, two things. First of all, if I want to create a new audio track to lay my vocal down, this is what I did. Audio, I just left it as input 1 because it really doesn't matter because I'm recording from my headset. So there's no options here to change, right? So if you do no input, then it's going to just be blanked out. So anyway, and I create. Okay, as you can tell, I created, and here is audio number 6. The track named audio number 6 appears. Okay, now it immediately picks up my microphone because it recognizes that I've opened up another track for recording. All right, so I can choose to use this as audio 6, and right now it'll record as just my normal voice. And as you can tell, obviously I would need some effects for anything that I sung to sound good. But nonetheless, that's just your normal voice. And the way I'm talking and the way I sound right now is how it will sound on your recording. Okay, so once I lay this down, I can either go ahead and record it with audio 6, or I can make and change it to a different vocal. Okay, so let me go up here and show you how to get an effects already on it. And there's a lot of people that know this, and there's a lot of how-to videos. All right, so I've deleted the telephone vocal. All right, so I go up over here, and voila, I open up my library. See, it's closed. Now I open it. All right, when I open it, I have vocals. I click on that, and then I go over and I click whatever vocal I want, whatever effect I want to have on my vocals. Okay, so let's just say we want tracking vocal. Okay, now tracking vocal is there. All right, if I wanted to change this, I would do the same thing. Go to vocal. Let's just say I wanted to dance vocal. Okay, and there you are. I have dance vocal. Now my recording will sound like this effect, whatever this dance vocal effect is. Okay. The only thing that I've found is once I've created the effect on this, I haven't been able to figure out how to get it back to my normal speaking voice, right? But obviously, if you're wanting to add your effects, why would you want to go back to your normal voice, right? So it's just a way of doing it up front. Now, if you wanted to, like I said, you could leave it like this, record it, and never change it, right? So this can always stay audio 3. It'll just be in your natural vocal, whatever that sounds like. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's what I did to create my vocal. Obviously, there's my vocals that I've already laid down, my instrument, and now I'm ready to rock and roll with another one. Well, hopefully this will help somebody. Thanks very much for your time and watching. Have a good night.